This is Daniel Burnett with trainlikearanger.com. I'm going to be talking through the hang clean, also known as the hang power clean, performed by my good friend, Coach Tom. So thank you, Tom, for the demo. His form is really good, so I reached out to him and he provided this demo to us so that I could break it down. So thanks again, Tom. And Tom also provides slow-mo, which makes my job a lot easier. So we'll go through the full speed one more time. Now to the slow-mo. So you see Tom get into his start position here. So a couple pointers I want to look at for the start position. There's a lot of similarities to the power clean. The main difference is you're not coming back to the floor or lifting from the floor between repetitions. So the name kind of hints is we're just starting from the hang here. And the hang position is from below the knees, slightly below the knees to mid-thigh level. So that's a good place for the bar to hang. After he deadlifts it up, to start the lift, so he'll deadlift the bar up. He'll go through RDL mechanics to get into his start position for that first repetition. So looking at the hang position, there's a lot of similarities to the power clean. Like the feet are still the same. Feet are hip to shoulder width apart, toes angled slightly outward. He's got his hands slightly wider than shoulder width apart, with a pronated grip, or for advanced lifters, you can look into the hook grip. His elbows are extended and pointed out to the sides, and his scapula is retracted with his chest up and out. So going into this, it's similar to the power clean in that, if you're starting below the knees, you'll still have a very brief version of the first pull. So the first pull is defined by lifting the bar above the knees. And when the bar gets above the knees, then you're going to basically thrust your hips. So I'll talk through the transition pretty quick, because Tom's pretty much going to go straight into the transition based off of where he's starting. He's starting, just a little above the knees here, which would define the transition from the first pull to the transition phase. So you'll see him go into that transition pretty much, didn't catch it quite. Okay, pretty much right off the bat. And then he's going into the second pull. In the second pull, he's going to rapidly extend to the hips, knees, and ankles. Heels will likely come off the floor for a short time. So he's going to want to keep his heels in contact with the floor as long as possible as his hips and knees are forcefully extending. And then he's going to extend at the ankles as he extends towards the top. And then when his lower body extends, his shrug is also going to occur. So he's going to shrug this bar up. All this explosive extension and is going to generate enough force to carry this bar up. And at no point is he pulling with his arms. More so, you should treat it as if you're pulling your body under the bar, if that makes sense. So you'll see him go into the second pull and into the catch position. So let's go back and look at it again. Watch how the bar stays close to his body the entire time. Notice it traveled straight up. He's not pulling with his arms. If he was trying to do that motion with his arms and pulling with his arms would come way out here. So let's look at it again. He drops those elbows around and comes up into the rack position. So this is also the front squat start position. That's why the hang clean and front squat are so commonly paired together, because it is a smooth transition. So as you can see, he's in the catch phase now. And in the catch phase, he is basically going to go through a little checkpoint. He's going to check that his spine is neutral and his shoulders are slightly in front of the hips. So again, that goes with the spine being neutral. He's got good positioning here. His arms are nice and parallel to the floor, elbows high, and his feet should be flat on the floor, which they are. So again, form is great. And then whenever he's got his control and balance, he's going to stand up the rest of the way. And then he'll go into a downward movement. I don't know if we catch it here, but in the downward movement, he's going to lower at the elbows to unrack the bar from the shoulders and clavicles, and lower the bar down to the thighs, and simultaneously flex at the hips and knees to cushion the impact on the thighs. So once you do that, you can go through your RDL, Romanian deadlift mechanics to start the next hang and go into the next repetition. So he goes into the next rep here. Good. Let's take a look at it one more time. So when all repetitions have been completed, after you lower it down to the thighs, you can go through deadlift mechanics to get the bar the rest of the way down to the floor. Or if you're rocking rubber plates, you can simply drop the bar. Make sure you're using rubber plates and that your gym's cool with it. I don't want any gym owners coming in yelling at me, telling me that I told you to. So, anyways, that is the hang clean. Thank you very much, Coach Tom.